family to mkuze. Cheap camping option, 420 rand a night for 4 people camping, and then 300 to get into the park. It's a pretty good deal. Anyway.
If you're traveling up from Durban Belito side, it's just along the N2. How's all those coal trucks for miles heading to Richards Bay to drop off their stuff? You head up, and you just keep following the N2, and then there'll be a turning about 2.5 hours from Belito that's going to take you onto a dust road. When you head onto the dust road, you think, where on earth am I going? This is for those of you who haven't been before. And you follow this little dust road, it goes over a railway track, and then you turn left onto this railway road, and you think, where on earth are we going? Don't worry, you head in the right direction. Once you're traveling along this road, along the railway road, it's probably about 12 kilometers along this road. You'll take a right. It'll be signposted Ismilingo. I pronounced that wrong, but you know what I'm talking about. And you head through the informal settlement. Watch out for cattle. The people are super friendly. And then you get to the gate. Once you get to the gate, you've got to get to the reception, which is about a minute from this main gate here. And you've got to pay for your entrance to the park. And bring cash. That's a key thing, because the card machine doesn't always work.
Ladies, have a good day. Of course, you need the piece of slip that you mustn't lose. That piece of paper is worth 500 rand.
Yes. So don't lose it.
Don't lose that one. Don't lose that one. Thank you very much.
The reservations actually is actually in the middle of the actual park. And you go and pay for your accommodation there. And we were camping. If you're camping, the campsite, this is the beautiful campsite. This is actually at the gate where you came in, so you got to go all the way back. It's a great campsite. Washing up stuff, the ablutions are clean, good, water's good, there's hot water. Electricity's a bit dodgy. It comes on only in the evenings, sometimes in the mornings, but it's enough to keep you going. And so we head out for our first game drive. It was awesome. We headed to Kumasinga Heights, probably the most famous of the heights. You know, the birders love this place as well. It's a height that goes over water. It's the main height in the park. It's beautiful. Look out for birds along this path. Great birds, often the gorgeous bush shrike and others like that. This bird's eye is beautiful, and it's sometimes hit and miss, sometimes nothing there. We got it good. No cats, no elephant on this trip, but often there's elephant and cats and stuff in this park. They got the big 5, but it's just beautiful. You just sit here with a book. The kids play some cards sometimes, and stuff come in and stuff go out. Giraffes are doing their neck swinging. Maybe someone could comment on what on earth they're doing that for. I'm not clued up. I'm not trying to be an expert or anything, and I don't know why on earth they do that, but it's just beautiful, isn't it? Plenty of warthogs. They go and bathe in the mud to get the ticks and stuff off, and then they scratch on logs and stuff. It's very funny. They're hilarious. The young male impala is always dueling and doing their thing. It's always fun to watch. Dancing wildebeest. On this trip, there was an unusual amount of these ox peckers on here. All the animals, I mean, they're usually around, but they were like all over them. They were just, poor animals were being like engulfed by ox peckers. I suppose they're doing their job, eh? Lots of awesome, beautiful birds. If you're a birder, I can't remember the number of species in mkuze, this park, but it's like one of the highest concentration of bird species, because there's sand forest, there's alongside the lake, there's all kinds of different vegetation, there's the fig tree forest, and so a lot of different bird species.
Are you kidding me?
I got that on film as well. It's mating season, I believe.
but just cruising around the park, it's great. It's a really good park. It's not as big as Kechlui or Mfolozi or anything like that. It's a smaller park, but there's lots to see. They have the Big Five, and it's really pleasant. Not as busy as the other parks. This juvenile Gabal goshawk, we took forever to identify it. We couldn't identify what bird is this, and then we saw its parent, dead giveaway, and they hung around just as we were driving, right there next to the car. It was beautiful. This hide is the first hide from the campsite, from the gate, and this one in the mornings is good for elephant. We have seen, there wasn't any elephant on this trip, but we've often seen elephant on this trip, and the walkway to the actual hide is great for birding. And on the left of this hide there's a couple of thorn bushes that are great for birding if you're into the birds. There's always a rhino that pulls in. This one's taking a fat little snooze under the tree. Beautiful. These giraffe just suddenly out of nowhere, it's like coming for a conference. Someone like, hey, we're going to have a conference at the waterhole. It's like all the giraffe in the park. I'm sure that isn't all of them, but you know what I mean. It was beautiful, just so beautiful to watch. These are water thickney babies. You'll see the parent now. And they were actually being stalked by a slender mongoose. And it's one of the things, you've got to stick around these waterholes, and even if there's nothing happening, you just stick around and watch, and you'll see there's stuff there. Often people just pull in, they don't see the Big Five, and then they just leave. You know, just hang around, get a book. All kinds of things are happening. This trip wasn't an eventful trip, but there was wonderful things to watch. Just seeing nature unfold. Here's the slender mongoose. Don't always have to see the Big Five. Well, I hope you've enjoyed mkuze. I hope it helped you get to the park and enjoy it. Part 2 is coming up where we'll look at the fig tree walk. But yeah, there we go, man. Enjoy it.